From the moment he realized the world often overlooks quiet potential, the young man began a journey that would test every ounce of his courage, determination, and resilience, starting with small, unseen steps that laid the foundation of discipline and focus, even when no one was watching. Early failures taught him to trust his instincts, embrace solitude, and turn setbacks into lessons, understanding that every obstacle carries the seed of progress if met with patience and strategic effort. He learned that growth begins in persistence, in daily action, and in the ability to stand firm when circumstances are uncertain. Each challenge sharpened his mind, strengthened his resolve, and refined his vision, teaching him that success is built on mastering oneself, not seeking recognition from others. As he progressed, small victories began to accumulate, reinforcing confidence and shaping him into someone whose presence quietly inspired those around him. He discovered the power of consistency, knowing that relentless effort, no matter how invisible, compounds over time, and that discipline is the bridge between potential and achievement. With every struggle, he honed his skills, balanced patience with action, and transformed fear into focus, learning to act decisively even under pressure. He realized that true strength is forged not in comfort, but in moments of challenge, when persistence becomes the weapon to overcome doubt and adversity. Opportunities that once seemed impossible became platforms to demonstrate courage, skill, and leadership, and each small success fueled the momentum for greater achievements. He began to operate with strategic precision, balancing boldness with reflection, ambition with humility, and action with patience, understanding that pressure is a catalyst for growth. His efforts yielded tangible results. Projects he once thought impossible now within reach, recognition following naturally, yet he remained grounded, knowing the ultimate reward lies in personal mastery, not applause. Each milestone reinforced the lesson that persistence, focus, and calculated risk-taking unlock potential, and that influence grows when effort is consistent and shared. As he faced higher challenges, he learned to harness momentum, transform pressure into performance, and inspire others through example, not words. Leadership became a natural extension of his growth as he guided peers, mentored others, and amplified collective achievement while continuing his personal journey. He mastered emotional composure, decisiveness, and strategic thinking, realizing that the unstoppable self is forged not in comfort, but through resilience, discipline, and relentless effort. Standing at the pinnacle of his journey, he reflected on every struggle, doubt, and sacrifice, recognizing that each had forged the young man he had become, a person defined by courage, clarity, and relentless action. He could now face adversity, seize opportunities, and transform dreams into reality, understanding that every horizon is a canvas, every obstacle a stepping stone, and every failure a lesson in disguise. With this knowledge, he stepped forward, fully embodying the unstoppable self he had envisioned, ready to conquer every new horizon with determination, focus, and unwavering belief in his potential. Every breath, every action, every thought was now aligned with his purpose, and the world around him reflected the energy, clarity, and momentum he carried. He had learned that true greatness is built through mastery of oneself, persistent action, and the courage to keep moving forward when others hesitate. His story is a testament to the power of resilience, the compounding effect of effort, and the transformative force of believing in one's potential. No longer invisible, no longer hesitant, he became a force defined by clarity, purpose, and unstoppable momentum. Every challenge he faced now reinforced his strength. Every risk taken strengthened his resolve, and every achievement fueled the next step of growth. He understood that the journey never truly ends, that evolution is continuous and that each new horizon is an opportunity to push further, aim higher, and become better. He cultivated focus, patience, and strategic thinking, understanding that leadership is not about dominance but about influence, example, and guiding others while maintaining his own path. Moments that once would have seemed insurmountable now became opportunities to rise, to prove to himself that effort combined with persistence can bend reality, shape destiny, and transform circumstances. With each sunrise, he recommitted to action, knowing that consistency compounds invisible effort into extraordinary results, and that a single day of purpose can change the trajectory of a lifetime. He discovered the strength in solitude, the clarity in reflection, and the courage in embracing challenges that others shy away from, understanding that greatness often grows where comfort ends. Even setbacks became lessons, and failures were now tools for refinement rather than reasons for discouragement, teaching him that resilience is forged in struggle, and determination is sharpened in adversity. As his vision expanded, he learned to balance ambition with humility, action with patience, and courage with careful strategy, creating a rhythm that fueled continuous progress and empowered him to inspire others. Each obstacle encountered became a proving ground, a place to test focus, adapt strategy, and strengthen resolve, reinforcing the understanding that mastery of self precedes mastery of any task. He learned to lead without arrogance, to influence without force, and to persevere without expectation, understanding that real impact comes from energy aligned with purpose, not from recognition or reward. The journey demanded long nights, early mornings, and relentless effort, but each sacrifice was a brick in the foundation of the unstoppable self he was building, and each challenge a lesson in patience, clarity, and determination. With time, effort, and discipline, he began achieving feats that once seemed impossible, projects, challenges, and goals that now fell within reach, proving the compounding power of relentless persistence. His confidence grew, not from accolades or applause, but from the quiet knowledge that preparation, effort, and focus create results that no circumstance can deny. Momentum became his ally, discipline his companion, and vision his guide, allowing him to navigate adversity with poise, purpose, and clarity. He inspired others not through words, but through the energy, persistence, and relentless pursuit of improvement that radiated from every action he took. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach now became platforms to demonstrate skill, courage, and leadership, while each challenge overcame strengthened his mastery of self and strategy. Every decision was now informed by experience, reflection, and clarity, transforming risk into calculated action, doubt into determination, and pressure into performance. He understood that the path to greatness is not linear, but filled with twists, tests, and trials that shape character, sharpen focus, and elevate potential. Through each stage of growth, he maintained humility, patience, and relentless persistence, knowing that true mastery is a journey, not a destination. His energy became contagious, inspiring those around him to act with intention, to pursue growth relentlessly, and to see every setback as a stepping stone rather than a barrier. By mastering emotional composure, strategic thinking, and decisive action, he transformed challenges into opportunities and adversity into fuel for continuous improvement. With each step forward, he learned that self-mastery, consistency, and courage create a force that can overcome circumstances, influence others, and leave a lasting impact. The young man now embodied focus, determination, resilience, and unstoppable energy, proving that greatness is built through discipline, action, and the unwavering belief in potential. He had learned to transform fear into focus, obstacles into opportunities, and doubt into clarity, creating momentum that carried him toward every goal he set. Standing tall, he understood that the journey is continuous, the horizon is limitless, and that each day offers a chance to grow, improve, and move closer to the version of oneself one aspires to be. Every challenge faced, every risk taken, every failure endured, and every victory achieved contributed to the unstoppable force he had become. The story of transformation, perseverance, and relentless pursuit continues, showing that greatness is reserved for those who refuse to stop, refuse to settle, and refuse to be invisible. Each moment now holds purpose. Every action aligns with vision, and every thought fuels progress, making him a living example of what persistence, focus, and courage can achieve. From the invisible beginnings to the unstoppable present, his journey proves that with discipline, relentless effort, and unwavering belief, anything is possible. Step by step, challenge by challenge. Day by day, he became the young man who no obstacle could stop, no doubt could weaken, and no fear could define.